Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today we get to take a look at the all-new 2025 BMW M5. This model is finished off in dark graphite metallic. MSRP is just over $131,000. So we have a lot to go over, of course, for this redesigned plug-in hybrid for the M5. So let's start off with what this is powered by. Underneath the hood, this is the 4.4 liter twin turbo V8. It is now paired to that hybrid system along with the 8-speed automatic, and combined it pumps out 717 horsepower, 738 pound-feet of torque. That power is sent through the xDrive all-wheel drive system, propelling this nearly 5,400 pound sedan from 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds. It has a top speed of 190 miles an hour. It can also go around 25 miles on a full range of the EV. Now up front, you'll notice there's the kidney grille with that illuminating logo. There's also the sensor, forward-facing camera, massive inlets too, to provide additional cooling. There's the updated style for the LEDs up front with that dark housing. There's parking sensors, even more cutouts in that lower section to provide better airflow and aerodynamics. A really beefy front-end design. There's also that vertical stripe that runs right through the middle, all the way up to the BMW badge, where there's really nice bulges on both sides of that hood there. And then as we work our way to the side, there's a staggered setup for these wheels that are finished off in gloss black. There's also the red brake calipers, which are very large. And then this model has carbon fiber for the mirror caps, which are power folding. There's the camera and the turn signal. Carbon fiber for the entire roof there. And then very nice edges running down the side, including the lower side skirt, where you'll notice it pokes out slightly there. There's the M5 logo behind that. This model also has carbon fiber for the trunk mounted spoiler. There's the backup camera, LEDs of course for the lighting. There's the quad tip dual exhaust along with more gloss black. And then let's work our way to the trunk space, where this does have the power operating trunk lid. There's still plenty of space in the back. You can fold the seats down. There's no spare or storage under the floor, but for a family style sedan, you can definitely make this work for the items that you have. Now, as we work our way to the back, you'll notice we have that flush mount design for the door handle. And then this interior has all of the black trim accents. There's also the adjustable sunshades that you can use. There is a brush trim accent for the release handle. There's Bowers and Wilkins for the audio, a little bit of storage down below. And then as we hop into the back, at 5'10", I have plenty of space. There's also vents. You get heated seats with all of your climate adjustments for this screen here. A little bit of storage underneath. And then in the middle, there's the armrest as well as cup holders. And you have the center seat that will fold down if you need a little bit more space. There's also the BMW color stitched on the seat belts and a good bit of visibility for your backseat passengers. Now, like I mentioned, this is a plug-in hybrid. So on the driver's side, when you have the vehicle unlocked, you can open this up, and that is how you can charge this. Now, as we work our way up front, you'll notice the only difference is we have the interior lighting strip now, where there's your memory seating adjustments, lock and unlock. You have your window controls, side mirror adjustments, and then trunk release and storage down below. And then a really nice set of sport bucket seats for this model. They are power operating, of course. Well, let's start this up, where we have the flat bottom design for the steering wheel, massive paddle shifters on both sides. There's cruise control settings, you have volume, music, Bluetooth, and voice commands, and then there's also some adjustments to get into all of this content here. So you can scroll through all of this as needed, and then you can even go over to the head-up display. So you can go through these settings, just depending on what you would like to view up top. So you have quite a lot of information there. And then on the left side, there's carbon fiber with more of that ambient lighting, as well as your headlight adjustments. There's the fuel cap release. And then for the infotainment system, you have a lot more to go through. So on the home screen, you can go through all these widgets, which are pretty standard from BMW. You can also configure these as you would like. You can get into your phone, get into your M-lap timer, as well as your interior lighting. You have quite a lot you can go through with all these icons. There's also the climates. There's navigation as well as music, and then you get heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, and then temperature dials on both sides. There's more ambient lighting with some fan adjustments. You get a lot of storage down below, including more lighting, and then all of these adjustments for that infotainment system. There's volume along with tuning. You also have M mode, and this is how you can change the gauge cluster and the head-up display. So it'll be a little bit more sporty for both of those settings. There's also M Hybrid too, so you can further adjust this with that plug-in system and go through all of those settings depending on how you would like to drive. Setup is also how you can get into M1 and M2, which BMW has had for a while. Just the only difference is you have drivetrain and the M Hybrid settings that you can configure too. There's also a shortcut to the camera system where you have that 360 view, just depending on the visibility that you would like. So you have quite a lot to go through. You have auto hold behind that. There's a little bit more storage with some auxiliaries. You have space down in the glove box here. And then up top, there's garage door buttons as well as a rear view mirror. You have some more controls and then Alcantara for that headliner. And then here's a look at visibility. It is pretty easy to see over both sides. So you really don't need that camera system, but that's a nice addition to have. And we are still in Sport Plus second gear. Here we go. So for that minor acceleration that I can do today, you definitely can feel the power just wanting to keep going. But this is what it's like to be behind the wheel for the all-new BMW M5. Very familiar interior if you've seen a lot of the 25-year models, very similar to the M3 that we just had for a week. And it's a nice layout. The biggest difference, of course, is the exterior styling as well as having that plug-in hybrid. And it changed the shifting point to shift the slowest. So possibly that is done through the different driving modes that you are doing and not necessarily a physical control like some of the previous models. But looks like we are in E-Control now, which is saving the electric power. So you're just relying on the gas engine. We have electric now, where let's give it an acceleration. This is pedal to the floor, and obviously you're not going to have quite as much power. I believe the electric output is right around 190 horsepower or so, 200, give or take just a little bit. So with the weight of this vehicle, obviously, that's just mainly for cruising like we are right now, slower speed situations, things like that. You can go into hybrid to utilize both of them. You have Dynamic and Dynamic Plus. And Dynamic Plus is what's going to give us the full potential behind this M5. So whether you like it or hate it, you get a lot more power, you get a lot more driving characteristics with the new M5. You just also get a much higher curb weight too. So for that performance style vehicle, it is going to weigh a bit more, but I'm sure, you know, on a day-to-day basis, you're not going to feel it, really taking it through the corners. I'd be curious to see how it carries its weight. We have all-wheel drive, so you have the grip for that extra weight, and you have a lot of power to just get this up and moving with that luxury vibe and aspect. So it's definitely a cool new 5 Series to see, very comfortable too. I could see this being a great daily driver, putting people in the back, just using it for those purposes, but still having that performance and those really neat tech features that are becoming very popular in a lot of vehicles. But that is going to wrap it up for the all-new 2025 BMW M5. Once again, a huge shout out to Hendrick BMW Charlotte for providing this sedan for me today. Take a look at their website. That link is down in the description. And if you enjoyed today's video, give it a huge thumbs up. Consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.